we're going to start this sucker off with some of our favorite sports anime shows. So, Mike, we'll start with you since you're the big expert.
Okay. Well, last week, no, not last week, the week before, I mentioned Hajime no Ippo. Honestly, my most favorite anime. Anime. Ooh, that's a tough one. Sports anime. It is up there, though. Definitely up there. But yeah, no, it's a boxing anime, like I said. And Ippo, who is the main character, he's like a shy student. And what happens is that he gets bullied at school. And then gets beat up, and he's like the only child. He has a mom who's like working in a fish industry, so he helps her out a lot. So he gets bullied, and then Takamura, who's a boxer, he saves him from these bullies, and then he takes him in, and then he finds out as he's taking care of him, he finds out he has has good muscles. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, you play sports, kid? That's what and then he's like, you should. And then he's kind of takes him under his wing. He's like, you should try boxing, because he knows he's been bullied.
Right, so he has to learn how to defend
exactly,
himself.
yeah. So he told him to try boxing, and then it leads from there, and then he just gets better and better. What's great about Ippo is that he always hits a wall because his opponent's either too strong or like just too experienced, but he finds a way, and like he learns some new moves, or like he just builds up his body. So like he's always the underdog, and somehow, there'll be times when he does lose, but when he does win, it's so awesome to watch that and him grow. And also like Hajime no Ippo has been they've been in syndication for a while. They have 3 seasons. So the first season,
but only one it seems to be available. Like I tried to watch this on a legal streaming site, and I can't find it anywhere. I can only find the first 2 seasons on DVD.
The only one you can watch right now is the 3rd season, which is Rising, and that's on Crunchyroll, and that has more to do about his father's past.
I watched the first episode, and I was like, this is interesting. At first I thought maybe this is the first episode, but then when they flash back to the present, you're like, I don't know what the heck is going on.
It's a lot of flashback in that season, which is still good, but because there's a lot of relation between his father and Ippo's, I guess, manager or trainer, I believe. Oh, it's been a while, but the first season's like 70 episodes, second season's 26, and then this most recent 25. So like, it's back then I didn't have I didn't know about sites to watch. I just looked online and saw stuff, but like, if I this is an anime that I would totally buy on DVD and just put in my home and just watch it every now and then.
So what makes this particularly stand out, though? Because you have so many sports anime where you've got the underdog,
That's
and then
true.
he has this huge arc where he has to be the best. And what is it about Hajime no Ippo that makes it stand out, particularly the protagonist?
Oh yeah, okay. Well, aside from this, his rise to like greatness, but the characters also, like Takamura is just like, he's just a trickster. He's like the most he's like the strongest boxer in his class in Japan, but then like he just messes around so much, and like they see him, and a lot of people like see him as a mentor, but then he's the one that's really like, he's the most childish of the whole like school. So it's funny seeing him, and then there's like, so Ippo is the new guy, right? And so there'll be like people that are training and like have a couple years under their belt, but then Ippo, like, just because of his athleticism and his will, like he just overcomes them all. So it's like there's a lot of like back and forth between the characters, and it's really funny. Like the humor in the anime, I love it so much. There's a lot of just simple, like it's actually a little mature in terms of the humor. A lot of innuendos.
Wow. All right.
Which I guguess I
you
like.
have my full attention now. Hey, wait a second.
But and also it's very relatable. I think in terms, because he's a high school student or student. I'm not quite sure what year. But seeing him kind of like train and then like overcome bullies and whatnot, and just living, taking care of his mom and all that stuff. There's a lot of like things I just like you can relate to with Ippo, and then to see him just meet all these people. Like he fights people from like across the world Like, you know, there'll be like someone from Mexico or the States that come to like challenge him, and just seeing all these like cultures like just kind of like mix in together, and then see him like then fight his style with their style, and seeing all it's there's a lot of cool things there that I appreciate and I dig about this anime.